Hi. Hi, it me. Uh, Welcome. Been a while. So, Lionboy, thank you. Thank you for the race up. 6 months. So, been a while. Been busy with work. I wanted to do this yesterday, and then my internet died on me. Uh, so yeah, that was fun, but finally back. We had a lot of catching up to do. So, went ahead and did, week 7 on his own. But we still got weeks 8 through 10 to recap. So, let's go take care of that right now. So, here was my match for week 8. I had to fight the Copenhagen Furrets. As you can see, I'm running a very different team than normal. So we decided that it was okay for me to just, run a ton of mods that I didn't even draft, just for the sake of memery. As long as Kevin was allowed to run, 5 additional Furrets in comparison to normal one. For some reason as well, he also had a different name in Showdown. I'm not entirely sure why that was the case. We're fine with it. So this is more or less, pretty bug standard stuff. He named all of his Furrets He Walk as well. There was some banter that we went on in the chat. I'm just gonna continue to set up some hazards, on against these Furrets, because this Furret Kevin brought a Blizzard Furret and he just keeps doing it. He's hitting a lot of these Blizzards. I'll give him credit for that. No, that's not going to be the case for much longer, because as obviously this anything goes, we decided no holds barred for this match. So I decided, you know what, there's no rules here. So this is where I decided to just start doing some stuff like setting up some double teams. Just the usual stuff. Nothing really important to see here, right? Just the usual stuff. It's fine. Just the usual stuff, right? Kevin's still hitting these blizzards. I decided to baton pass into my other Mew, right? I'm gonna set up the grassy terrain on this Mew, and then I'm going to just obviously we find out this is probably like specs or something, right? So now the struggle's coming out. I'm gonna set up another double team. Just gotta get that evasion, all right? There's no real reason why. Just wanted the evasion, right? Well, obviously, I got the evasion boost, so I'm going to baton pass now into my Blossom, right? He's gonna hit me with a Blizzard for super effective. I'm gonna take the opportunity to put up an Ingrain. So, now I'm in grassy terrain, I've got leftovers, and I've got Ingrain. I'm almost back up to full HP, just a single turn, just off of passive recovery, which is absolutely lovely. So I'm gonna have to set up to Quitter Dance. He's gonna Dynamax. Again, no holds barred. We just said it was okay in post, right? It was all completely fine. So he's gonna hit me with Max Hailstorm, right? He's gonna summon up some hail. I'm not really gonna care too much about his hail, though. I'm gonna take the opportunity to set up Quitter Dance, because you have to remember that we've still got grassy terrain, we've got Ingram, we've got leftovers, right? So that chip damage from like this, that's 21% damage, and I took. Maybe I lost 2% overall, so it's just absolutely ridiculous. So now the Quiver Dance is gonna come in. I'm gonna come in with Max Knuckle. That's gonna do a pretty decent chunk. But obviously I'm just gonna heal up quite a bit here, right? So as I'm a +3 across the board right now, so I'm gonna have to you know, just put up a few sword stands. No real reason. This is fine. All right, this is fine. Kevin's gonna miss the earthquake. It's very unfortunate, right? Like, I don't understand why earthquake only has like 50 accuracy. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? So I'm gonna switch in here. Surprisingly, he didn't bring freeze dry Furret. I'm very confused as to why he didn't. Everybody knows the freeze dry Furret just completely walls what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna set up the aqua ring here. He misses another brick plate. Like this is why you don't use 50% accuracy moves. He should have opted for dynamic punch. At least that has higher accuracy, right? Anyway, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, proceed to set up some more acid armors, right? It's just some standard stuff. He keeps breaking bricks. Like I'm sitting here trying to build more pots of lands, but then I'm gonna, you know, it's time passing to Bob Ross. You know, he's back from the dead. We're here to paint some happy little trees, right? We're here to murder some furrets, right? Just the usual stuff. I'm gonna get that nice special type with the Moody. I'm gonna up my crit ratio with that focus energy, right? Just you know, some standard stuff, right? And now I'm gonna, you know, baton pass into the lovely Cramzard. Receive Cramzard, only 50 gold coins. It will be harder than Steelix. Behold, Cramzard. Obviously, like, what do you have for well-played Cramzard? You have nothing. Cramzard is everything. Cramzard is the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega. He will not be stopped. He will never be stopped. Cramzard, only 50 gold coins. So, you know, I've already, you know, just 3-0, grind casually. All right. Oh, no, never mind. This is a 4-0. It's the crit, too. Oh, the crit totally mattered. It's so unfortunate, right? So, you know, there's just some stern stuff. You know, there was a lot of hacks involved here. I got a lot of crits. All right, like, it was definitely not deserved, right? But you know what? At the end of the day, I did 6-0 the Copenhagen Furrets. As stated in the spreadsheet, I 6-0'd the Copenhagen Furrets. That is what happened. So yeah, it's just how it is, right? So let's move on to the other matches. Surprised I kept that going for so long. In case it wasn't obvious, right? Like, in case you have an IQ of -5, I had the bye week for week 8, and I just decided to do this on Anything Goes, and I just so happened to randomly get involved with somebody who had only Furret. And I knew immediately what I needed to do, so I decided to I was going to go in here, and I was going to immediately start playing the narrative if I just fought the Copenhagen Furrets this week. You know what? I almost did it, except that I started breaking out halfway through, subtly. I couldn't tell. Wow, Lionboy, you're dumber than I thought. Kappa. Anyway. Let's move into the actual matches, right? So. Hang on, chat. I gotta get the music. Yeah, I don't know why either. Yeah, no, that's not the right one. Hang on, where is it? No. Ah, perfect. Get some Euro beaten here. All right. So, I haven't seen any of these. So... So what was that about you not being able to join a call?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I thought. Alright. So... let's go ahead and just, you know, get in this. Alright. So, Jeroen's gonna opt to lead with Plot Armor Doge against Car.
Oh, would you look at that? 2 Focus Sash Pokemon.
Oh, wow. That Car... barely alive.
You might as well rename that thing Ryu, because it just punched a car to death.
Ha 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 ha, Street Fighter 2 joke. Anyway. Ooh, close combat right into a normal Rotom. You fool, you damn fool. It's gonna defog. Get that nice free defog. It's gonna get toxic though. That's...
Question, where is it wearing its boots? It's got heavy-duty boots, because it didn't get rocked, so
on its
where
little
is it
spark arms.
You'd think they'd go flying the way he's flapping his arms like that.
You don't know that they aren't.
But he's wearing them.
They're invisible. Anyway, he's gonna Volt Switch into Sylveon. It's gonna take Darkest Warrior. Doesn't even do a fifth of his total health, which makes sense. It's Sylveon getting hit by a Dark type move. He's gonna send in the Ditto. The Hyper Voice shenanigans have begun. You gotta love Pixelate Hyper Voice. It's great. And everything. And oh god, wait. Hold the phone. I just remembered something. So, I need to do this on camera before I forget. I have a fight for Zach's Draft League on Saturday. My opponent has Como, and I brought Pixelate Hyper Voice specifically for Como, and I just remembered Como gets soundproof. So I need to change this just in case. So we're just going to give this Moonblast and Cute Charm.
Why not run Swift Pixelate?
Genius! No, this is fine. So I've already just going to do that instead. Thank God I remembered that when I did. Okay.
I see you plan on trying to win with Cramzard this week again.
I told you my entire goal for that league is to just claim souls with a fish-eating bird.
To be fair, that's kind of what my plan is this week in the HDL, so...
Anyway, let's keep going. Another Hyper Voice. Ooh, that's almost half health.
Poor Officer Steelwool, he deserves better.
Gonna get that Swords Dance set up. Take another Hyper Voice. He's below half health at this point. That's not gonna stop from OHKOing with an Iron Head.
You think someone just screaming at him is gonna keep him from doing his job?
Nah. Everybody knows that steel doesn't have ears.
Exactly. You may be able to damage his exterior, but he can't hear your cries for
gonna
help.
take a pretty powerful close combat, but it's obviously, you know, Resto Chesto. It's not gonna care. He's gonna hard switch into this Incineroar, taking that Volt Switch as Jeroen decides to pivot into Lycanroc.
I kind of feel like the car wasn't supposed to die so early.
And then hard switches into Tornadus, predicting the Earthquake. Nice immunity.
And it's gone.
Yes, this is in order by week. We're on week 8 right now. Serena's going to come in. Clay's going to opt to bring in Slurpuff. Hide behind a substitute like a dirty little coward. No, I'm just kidding. Ironhead's going to come in. Just doing Ironhead things. You know how it is. Ooh, that sash finally gets procced. That drain punch is going to bring almost back to full. And then he's going to almost die from the Iron Head. If he had not gone first and gotten that drain punch, he would have died. Ooh, the crit, though? Ooh, this Ditto is on its last legs. All right. Queen's Majesty prevents the Cell Rock from working. Not going to stop Serena from taking over half health from a close combat, though. He does land a crit high jump kick. That's just kicking a man while he's down.
Be kicking a man while he's up. It's a high jump kick.
Well, I mean, you're... You know what? There's not really a right response to that.
There rarely is.
Anyway, we're going to proceed to, pivot close combat style into, thing. Let's bring him back that Lycan Rock. Finish off that Slurp Puff in the normal close combat. Lowering the defenses. Jeroen's just trying to, get some chip damage on this. He's basically just stacking this, which makes sense. It's the wise play. He's going to hard swap into Rotom, preventing Rapid Spin from giving him a speed increase, because obviously there is anything to hit, at least as far as the Hitmonchan is concerned. It's not going to stop Rotom from taking a Toxic. Again. However, Steel Wall's going to come in, get hit by a Shadow Ball, and die. And now it is this lone Hitmontop versus the world.
Can he stall the Rotom?
Can he do it?
Everything else.
He survived a single Shadow Ball. He goes for a rest.
Back to sleep.
Oh, he's quite literally sleeping on him. It's not worth the time. Can Jeroen do it? He's gonna pivot. Pivoting back into the plot armor doge. Does the plot armor doge have enough plot armor to kill this thing? He's gotten close. He's getting close. He's still sleeping.
Damn
and
right.
And there it is.
Avalanche Snuggles.
Avalanche Snuggles.
That thing lived way too long.
Yes. Yes, it did.
Jeroen likes to lead the plot armor doge a lot. I found out. He doesn't even run rocks on it. He just runs offensive sash. It's very interesting.
It makes sense because most of the time you would expect it to be hazard setting. It's just the thing you don't expect.
Lycan Rock to be hazard setting?
If you were leading with it, yes. If somebody leads with a rock type, I inherently believe that they have stealth rocks.
I wonder how many rock types don't get stealth rock.
Probably not a lot, honestly. And on to our next battle. Kevin versus Tyler. Yeah, for some reason, Kevin had to fight two people this week. Seems a little bit unfair.
Well, he didn't bring the Furrets to this one.
Yeah.
See, he just cloned his Furret 5 times, and then the rest of his team just prepared for this one. Hey, don't worry about the Miltank. The Miltank just does things.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just, get this started. So I was gonna go for that fake out on the Zero Aura turn 1. Smart play. Just get the free damage. Just gonna hard swap into Baby Bowser. It's not gonna stop a agility, but then he's gonna die to a Psychic. Poliwhirl comes in, sets up Rain, and then dies to another Psychic.
Choice Scarf go burr.
The Egg Elf is here. Oh my god, what is that name? Egg Elf and Fun Police, a clash of titans. Just more safe damage with that fake out. Smart play. Goes for the taunt, prevents substitute. Plasma Fists. Plasma Fists. Breaks. Break, Plasma Fists. And the Plasma Fists have prevailed, as they always do.
They kind of felt like a little bit of a
Alright, hang on.
contest.
That is not a bus. Also, that Nightshade was an interesting play. Ember comes in. He's going to get paralyzed. He doesn't really care. He's a Sceptile. Get
what?
that nice gust. I know what I said.
Are you sure?
He's gonna get a nice waterfall off that metronome.
But the thing is, Kevin stepped at me, and I had to fight back in the only way I knew
Wait,
how.
I just noticed you're also metronome. Okay. You're gonna hit with that sky attack. Procs the citrus berry. Get that dragon pulse off the metronome. What's Tyler gonna get, huh? Twister. Yay.
Yeah. 6 damage.
Alright, Kevin, what you got here? Revenge? Ooh.
Ow.
That did a good chunk. He's gonna miss the scale shot. That's unfortunate. Could have gotten that nice speed boost on that mill tank.
Yeah, against the prankster Sableye. But we were a little tired, so we wanted to recharge.
Oh my god. You're shitting me.
Why would I be shitting you?
Sleep talking on the nightshade. Get that defend order. Ooh.
See, what you didn't know is Miltank was actually a support mon the whole time.
Alright. Ingrain. Oh my god, this Miltank is just the epitome of stall.
Hey, it doesn't have toxic.
You could get it off metronome, though. Gotta get that corrosive gas. Get rid of that leftovers. Okay. Okay, we're gonna... The psychic terrain. Ooh.
But then I won the metronome battle and he had to run away.
Because he can't metronome anymore because psychic terrain and prankster.
Yep.
Fake out means he doesn't get to do anything. Paralyzing the... The decides to get +2 speed with agility. Gonna get hit with that icicle spear. How many hits are we gonna get here? 3 hits? Alright, about average. Ancient power, no boosts. Aw, no boosts. What are we gonna get this time? Brave Bird. Ooh, that's gonna be some non-existent recoil though. He gets the boosts. Hell yeah.
And that's where things get scary.
It's an omni-boosted +3 speed, but effectively +1 because paralyzed. Galarian Moltres, who just got
Still
full
slower than
parried,
Miltank.
gets hit with a spark. He's probably gonna get full parried again. No!
He's going to be faster than Miltank eventually.
Air slosh! And die. The Miltank was confused. He flinched. It's like,
Wouldn't
wait,
you?
did you just hit me and die? And he could find out that metronome. Then I got paralyzed because, God, Tyler, you just really want to cripple these mons.
Hey, it's in my blood.
I mean, is it?
Yes. Small problem, though, was the next turn.
Yeah. Back down to neutral defenses. Get a baton
not that.
pass.
I can't switch back to Miltank. I have to just
Because
sweep
you're
him now.
ingrained.
I have to sweep him now. This is
What,
not
The Bolt
okay.
of Sword was Spark. Nearly tied to a player up. The game wanted to be over.
Gabe just decided, nah, you know what? It's done.
Showdown
We're
just
done
decided,
here.
nah, fuck you.
I only had like 3 metronomes left anyways.
Plasma fists. Plasma fists. Focus miss.
Miss.
Focus miss. Blunder policy. +2 speed. +2
Ow.
speed.
The downside is, for the 3rd battle in a row, Runerigus didn't get to do anything.
I always love it when the sprite changes at the end.
Yeah, that's so confusing. I don't understand.
See, I just love
why
it for this one.
does
It's like, damn, you hate Kevin so hard, he turned into a woman.
Poor Hilda.
Didn't even know you could do that, Tyler.
I mean, plasma fists are a pretty good defibrillator.
No comments. Anyway. we're gonna switch to dark theme. Get a dark theme going in here. I don't normally use dark theme on Showdown. It's like what the one place I don't use it because I just don't normally like it.
Yeah, it's weird. This is like the one place light theme actually makes sense.
Exactly. Anyway, we're gonna go on and watch Lionboy versus Wade. Go on and get this started. We're gonna lead with Jolteon against the Gumtree.
Little did we know that at the start of the season that this would be the match between the top 2 teams in the league.
It's gonna pivot into the Forsaken Roof. It's gonna get hit by that Flame Throw for some massive damage. That was a pretty chunky hit. Yeah, U-turn works. Let's go back into the Jolteon. It'll take about a third of its health from Flamethrower.
Leftovers Jolteon. What is this
Gonna
world?
go for Wish. Gets hit by that Giga Drain. Not that it matters. Volt Switch comes in.
Does a fat 8?
Swap into Gengar. Takes over half from Flamethrower. Curse Body activates, disabling it, and then Wish brings it back to full health. Very, very smart play.
Does make me question how little health that Gengar has, though.
I mean, it's probably max special attack, max speed, if I had to guess.
But more importantly, how fat is that Jolteon?
Jolteon is actually deceptively bulky, at least specially.
Okay, but it shouldn't have that much health, right?
I mean, if he's max HP, then no, that makes sense. Regardless, Skadoosh is going to come in, dealing a wicked blow to that Milotic, just a little bit less than half. Marvel Scale's now active, though, because he's burned.
And it's gone.
Gonna swap back into Jolteon. Lionboy's gonna opt to recover. Makes sense. Smart play.
Oh, I see. When the Milotic recovers, it's a smart play, but when the Miltank recovers, it's toxic.
I mean, in this situation, it made sense for him to do it because he knew that Wade was going to switch. So he might as well...
The Milotic is worse than the Miltank. Let the memes die.
No!
He literally just runs stall Milotic. At least I've tried.
I beg to differ.
That was week 1 against the stall man himself.
Okay. And your point here is...
I'll fucking run that Choice Band Miltank again.
Okay. Do it. I don't care. I'm not in playoffs anymore. I don't give a shit.
Someone's going to get the other side of Umu.
And it's not going to be me, so I don't care.
Have fun in the off-season.
I am going to enjoy this like the plague.
Well, we've been living the plague for the last year or so, so
Exactly.
how are you enjoying it?
Pretty good, actually. I've killed, shit ton of people. Nobody take this out of context.
Taking it in context and I'm confused.
Good.
Anyways...
Anyway, back to talking about mortgages. So, today we're going to look at finding, nice retail homes in our area. Honestly, the first way to do that is to go to the Home Depot. So we're just going to go ahead and Google Home Depot, right? We're just going to go ahead and figure out, let's see, what was the... Ooh, savings on tile. Okay, what do we have for tile?
Why don't you just get Jeroen's house? Oh, wait, that hasn't happened yet.
I mean, I have to win to get that house, remember?
I mean, I'm sure if the New England Patriots could somehow win the Super Bowl again, you can sneak into playoffs somehow in spite of being eliminated.
I mean, I could, but Subway tiles.
Wait, they make subs out of tiles now?
Apparently. This is very, very interesting. This is the dumbest bit I've ever done. Why did this not stop me?
Because I wanted to see where you were going with this, and I need new tiles.
Okay, 1, did not know you needed 2 tiles. 2, I don't even know where I was going with this.
Obviously you want that sweet, sweet Home Depot money.
Apparently, I don't even need new tiles. Why did I do this?
Because you're a house flipper, man.
Home Depot, what's that? It's a depot for homes.
Okay, so Lionboy, it's basically the place you go to buy all your home improvement stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's home improvement store.
Which makes perfect
Not
sense.
to be confused with Lowe's, which is the other home improvement store.
The worst one. But let's be completely honest, you're a home flipper now. This just makes perfect sense.
So Bunnings, yes, it's basically just US versions of Bunnings.
Ah, yeah, it's all coming together.
Anyway, Jolteon's going to get hit with a flamethrower. He's going to opt to go for Roar, forcing the Milotic to come back out. Wish procs in. Jolteon's back to 60% health. Lionboy's going to swap directly back into Executor, allowing Wade to set up another Wish. Jolteon's going to take another Flamethrower. Living by a thread. Going to forcibly roar back into the Australian summer.
The Australia Day from 3 weeks ago.
Volt switching into the mascot. Obviously, so that Scorcher Stance isn't going to do anything to a Levitate Mon. Executor comes in. It's going to take a Stone Edge. Just a little more than a quarter of its health. Lionboy's going to proceed to Click Protect. Going to prevent that U-turn.
Man, it's like all his Mons are U-turn.
The Outback Steakhouse comes in, where you can get your nice little bloomin' onions.
From a buff daddy. Did I stutter?
No. Regardless, Flygon comes back in, takes a Drain Punch like a champ.
Forget, was this the moment where we got Retribution?
The
Nope.
Sydney Opera House is now entirely physically manifested itself. It's the form of a glorified Carbink that has now Mega Evolved and used Moonblast and lowered
Omega Carbink.
the Jolteon special attack, which causes the Jolteon to switch because he is terrified of the Opera House. He switches into Lady Gaga, who is now performing at the Opera House.
Leopold!
Obviously, they cannot destroy the lead singer, and so the lead singer has now destroyed the City Opera House, and that is the story of the second coming of
The
Hercule
meat suit.
Satan.
I mean, that miss mattered so much.
Oh, it absolutely did. That flamethrower barely doesn't kill that Gengar. Procs the Curse Body.
A platypus.
Parry the Platypus.
Parry the circuitry.
Would have O-code if it landed. Oh, it absolutely would have. That mattered
Yep.
so much. Gets the hypnosis off.
Lionboy just does not learn, and yet he still lands them, so he will never learn.
Yeah. It really just do be like that.
Oh no, I just remembered how this battle ends.
I'm sorry, I need to call attention to this. It landed day.
It did land in day.
I are confused. I spell God.
I are confused.
I are confused.
And it's gone.
It is, in fact, dead. Who will be next to challenge Lady Gaga?
God cannot correct your spelling errors.
I agree. Flygon comes back in, takes another flamethrower, down to 17% health. Does not get burned.
He literally just needs to break one Mon and the entire thing falls apart.
And that just happened because that Ninetales is now dead to an earthquake.
I don't know why he thought that with the speed tie, he could just agility on that thing.
Gonna pivot into Jolteon.
Crying shame is, if he had gotten that agility off, he just won the game right there.
Barely lives in Ice Beam. He's hanging on by a thread. He's gonna pivot into Roserade. Like was gonna opt to go for Recover. He's slowly but surely being whittled down overall. Takes a Giga Drain. Lady Gaga's back up to full health now. He get hit by that Ice Beam. Does a little more than a third, and he gets the freeze.
And here it begins.
Wade's going to pivot into Gengar, allowing Lionboy to get another free recover. That's fine. You know what? It's just slowly but surely. He's running out of those. He's on a timer for that. He's going to land the T-Bolt on that Buzzwole. Almost kills it. And there it is. The Outback Steakhouse has now gone bankrupt.
I wish. I hate that place. Texas Roadhouse is so much better.
I've only ever been to Texas Roadhouse once, but I do have a Saltgrass near me that's always so good.
When you grass not a Gengar.
I mean, it worked. Probably not the optimal thing to go for, but it did work.
And it's gone.
Now, the Milotic against the world.
Hey, you want to see Inertia do nothing?
Oh dear God, it really is. He's healing more than he's taking.
From Wicked Blow.
From a move that guaranteed crits and is also stab.
Yeah. That Milotic is dumb.
I mean, Marvel Scaled Milotic is absolutely dumb, yeah.
I don't think he had Scald on this set.
If he had Scald, he would have clicked it by now. So much of Wade's team was weak to water.
I mean, at the same time, can't risk thawing out that Roserade. Now, imagine if he had just killed the Jolteon right there. And then Wade, 3 turns later, forgot he had Heal Bell.
You know what? At least he remembered it.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I didn't forget. It's not like he didn't forget that one of his mons had Focus Sash that would have saved the game until it was too late.
Wait, what?
I broke everything, remember?
Right, that was against Wade.
That was against Clay. Against Wade, I got cheesed out by Red Card.
Anyway, back to hunting for furniture at Home Depot.
But I don't need furniture, I need tiling.
Would you like fries with that?
Do you have any?
Anyway, let's move on to the next battle.
Are you gonna answer my question? I demand chicken nuggets and fries.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
And that's why I asked for chicken nuggets and fries.
Sir, this is a Subway. We don't have those here.
Well, start serving them.
Go and purchase a deep fryer right now.
Purchase a deep fryer, go to Sam's Club, get a bag of fries and some Dino chicken nuggets.
Sam's Club.
Specifically Sam's Club.
I will not settle for you to go to Randall's or Kroger. Specifically has to be Sam's Club. If you do not have a Sam's Club near you, I'm afraid you're just out of luck.
No, if you do not have a Sam's Club near you, franchise a Sam's Club and purchase some Dino Nuggets and make them in front of me.
Oh my God. Alright, Twilight. I demand for you to microwave these Lunchables in front of me right this second.
Who microwaves Lunchables?
Yes.
Yes? What kind of town is Yes Town?
Well, it's directly next to No Town.
No, it's not. If you say no, then they think you were born at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, sorry.
Did you ever go to Pacifidlog Town?
7 out of 10, too much water.
That's the entire Hoenn region as a whole. Pacifidlog Town is 10 out of 10. Where is land?
Honestly, it's a miracle those houses are even above the water.
I heard they were floating on Corsola. And now we know the truth.
Huh. So that's how Galarian Corsola came into existence.
No, Aussie Summer is how Galarian Corsola came into existence.
Well, no, I think it's more so like the ghost type is fused with the souls of dead people in Pacific Log Town.
Interesting take. Might want to ask Kyogre for reference on that one.
Good point. Anyway, continuing on.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
We have the Celebi up against Nesquik.
Oh, he did actually bring Celebi and Calyrex to the same battle once.
U-turn, gonna pivot into Skinner.
Skinner!
Finna yeet! And he will right back into the Celebi. It's gonna allow Sandy to set up a substitute for free.
You know, when I think about it, Sandy's kind of like the villain of the HDL. Like, it feels like everyone's rooting against him no matter who he's playing against.
I mean, that's just because he's the one with the most experience.
And he also tends to draft the most painful things.
Yeah. I'm not going to let him get away with it Season 3, though. I'm drafting all the speed Season 3.
I mean, at least you're not Spooks. Spooks has, like, 1 Mon over base 100.
Yeah, I'm tired of... Like, my biggest reason why I keep dying to Sandy is that he just keeps easily speed creeping me, because he's in a completely different speed tier than me. Like,
meanwhile, he just does not expect Choice Scarf anything.
Yeah. Regardless, well, I think it's less than he expects it, and more that there's not anything he can do to prep against it a lot of the time.
I guess?
Because, like, the thing is, when you're in the realm of speed tiers like that, the only way you're going to outspeed a Choice Scarf user is if you're also a Choice Scarf user.
Or you're like me and have 2 Pokemon with base speeds over 140.
Right. Regardless, as we've been talking here, the Skinner is now up to +3 in both special attack and special defense. Gonna do a little over half to this Umbreon.
Don't worry about it. It's Crocoon. We haven't missed much.
Yep. Umbreon's now, almost back up to full after that Moonlight.
I want to ask Spooks what his names were. I really want to know what the story is behind Thompin.
Spooks just half the time just puts random shit in there.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time...
+5. Can we get to +6? Can we do it?
Hey, he crunched. Yay. He did it.
Can we get to +6? Come on, show me the +6. Hit me with it. No, we're just gonna go for that Scald.
Yeah, he
Barely
finna
living.
yeet. He finna yeet at this point. I feel bad for Spooks. Crocoon is just so much pain.
Oh, the double kick. That was probably for the Durant, if I had to imagine.
I was to guess it was... Wait, Durant?
Well, yeah, Durant's a Steel type.
It's also a bug type.
It takes neutral, yeah, but, like, nothing else on this thing's team.
Crunch would do more.
Right. But everything else on Sandy's team either is immune, resists, or has such high defense that it doesn't care.
Maybe it was for the, that Kyurem.
The one exception to that being Libero Cinderace. But I doubt he would bring double kick of all things for that.
Like I said, real talk, it was probably for the Kyurem.
That is true. It was probably for the Kyurem, which he didn't bring.
I would have brought Foul Play personally, but that's just me.
Spooks is raging hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like winning this way either. I can't imagine anyone enjoys this. If Sandy enjoys this, he deserves to lose. And here's everyone's favorite part of the battle. Slap! The worst part is, he needed that.
Yep. Pharaoh's gonna come in.
Okay, I know Sandy names his Mons with reason. What's the reason behind Anna?
I don't know. I do know where he got Nesquik, though, from.
We can give Sandy the L for that, right? Yep.
Yep. Fun fact, The reason he calls this thing Nesquik is actually a combination of obviously the Nesquik mascot, but also because he found out that I named my Cinderace Neskick.
Meanwhile, a Pokemon is lucky if I give it the same name more than once every week.
I mean, there's a few that are always going to be called a certain thing for me as mainstays. Ferrothorn will forever be Robocrop. Like, Charizard will forever be fan service.
Nothing is sacred on my team, not even the fact machine.
And of course, if I ever have a Cramorant, if it is shiny, it will forever be Cramzard.
What if it's not shiny?
Well, then I think it's just fair game. I can just name that just about anything, honestly.
I feel like you just name it Heretic.
Dave.
49 gold coins.
Yeah, 40. The additional 1 gold coin is what turns into Cramzard.
Already been here.
Yeah, we have already been here. All right, so I think that's all of them for week 8.
Is it?
Let's see.
I know there were 2 bye weeks.
We did Avalanche Snuggles. Did that one. Did that one.
Oh yeah, I guess that is everyone.
Yep. All right. So, moving on to week 9.
Week 9 was a lot of pain.
So we of course have Jeroen's. Jeroen had the bye week for this week, so Jeroen obviously decided to give us the greatest battle of all time. Behold,
Last season's draft team.
let me. I'm not sure if you guys caught that. Hang on. Let me rephrase. Let me make sure that you guys understand the beauty of what just happened.
You want to see me win a battle in 0 turns?
So you see, Jeroen won in half an A press. This is unprecedented in the world.
It's perfectly precedented. The man knew he was going up against last season's HDL winner, and he knew he had no chance.
But first, we have to talk about parallel universes.
Oh, great. Which one this time?
This one.
But which one is this one? How do you know we haven't been in multiple parallel universes?
You don't.
That's exactly my point. How can you talk about them when you don't know where we are?
Well, because they're two completely different things. I don't need to know where we are to talk about parallel universes. I could literally be in Alaska and I can talk about parallel universes. I don't give a shit.
What if there was a parallel universe where you were in Alaska?
See, now you're onto it. Now you're thinking.
Oh, God, you caught me.
Anyway, gonna go ahead and look at myself versus Wade. This, you know what? I did a lot of prepping for this. This was the dawn of like hardcore Hylian, but there was also quite a bit of luck involved. I'm not gonna deny this. So I'm gonna go ahead and lead Rotom against the Darmanitan. This was actually already right off the bat. I already had the right idea here. I was tempted to just immediately start with Zygarde to try to go for a kill. But Rotom's just the safer option. I didn't bring any hazard setters this week.
Was Zygarde scarfed?
The Zygarde was banded.
Oh yeah, it's always banded.
I didn't bring any hazard setters for this week. I wanted to bring Ferrothorn. However, there were so many things that Wade had that could just potentially 1-hit KO or 2-hit KO Ferrothorn, even with the proper berry. Case in point, Sheer Force Darmanitan.
Sheer Force Darmanitan, Flamethrower Slowbro.
Yeah, like there was so much that just Ferrothorn did not appreciate, even with Akaberry or, just Choppleberry or whatever, right?
Urshifu in general.
Exactly. Like, there was so much that Ferrothorn just did not appreciate. So I just omitted it entirely and instead ran physically defensive Rotom Wash as a pivot. I also brought Clefable specifically for Urshifu. As well as just, general utility.
Yeah, sometimes some tier 1s just aren't the right call for this week, hence why I've only brought Lando T to 2 games.
Exactly. The standard men's set here, this specifically just because I realized he doesn't really have a whole lot to stop this aside from, you know, the Rhyperior and, you know, if he's got Ice Beam on the Slowbro. So basically just once you get Rhyperior and Slowbro out of the picture, this just sort of sweeps everything else.
Why not pump Salamence?
But regardless, he goes ahead and goes straight for a U-turn. I had a feeling he's going to either pivot or just hard switch. He doesn't want to stay in on Run and Wash, so he's going to swap into Jolteon, who's going to immediately lose a third of its health from Hydro Pump, because of course, why wouldn't I? Free damage. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and swap into Zygarde. I've seen enough of Wade's replays to know that he, 9 times out of 10, will click Volt Switch on this thing. So, of course, I'm going to take the opportunity to just completely hard swap into Zygarde 10%, negating that Volt Switch. As to why I didn't Volt Switch myself, Jolteon can have Mega Volt Absorb.
Mega Volt Absorb.
Yes, Mega Volt Absorb. So, of course, the Slowbro comes out. I'm going to go ahead and just hit it with 1,000 arrows, dealing half of its health. It's going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to hit it with another 1,000 arrows, got to 20%, but, of course, Slack Off exists. So now we're up to 70%. Obviously, Zygarde's not going to be able to kill this thing, so I'm going to swap into Regice, a whopping 8% from that Ice Beam. Ricardo Milos has entered the field. I'm going to proceed to Rock Polish up. I'm going to hit it with an Ice Beam, rocking its weakness policy, as it also Rock Polished. And so at this point, I'm like, oh shit. But I still outsped. Hit it with another Ice Beam. This is why we do calcs, boys.
This is why you run max speed Regice.
I'm going to switch into Mens just to get that Intimidate off on the Darm. Anything to help offset that damage. With a hard switch into Rotom. He's going to miss another Stone Edge. At this point, he's going to pivot back into Jolteon, who's going to take another Hydro Pump. One more situation like this, that Jolteon's dead. At this point, I'm predicting the whole Volt Switch shenanigans thing again, so I switch back into Zygarde. He reveals that he's got Roar. He's going to force me to go back into Mence.
I don't know why you'd roar in that situation, though.
I'm going to hard swap back into Zygarde against the Slowbro. And then immediately back into Regice.
It's a revolving door of Pokemon.
Going to go for that Rock Polish. He's going to hit me with a Flamethrower, proccing my weakness policy.
It's a gang I'm not a member of.
Does correctly predict me having T-Bolt, and, you know, gets that Volt Absorb off on that Jolteon. But that's not going to stop the Darmanitan from taking over 60. And then, of course, you know, he missed a Stone Edge that totally would have killed me and died to another Ice Beam.
This is why you run Rock Slide, boys.
Yeah. I'm going to barely live that Sucker Punch.
And it's gone.
Fun fact, this was deliberate. I did calcs. This Regice had 144 HP. The reason? After a single Rock Polish, 144 speed was the bare minimum to outspeed every single one of his Pokemon unless he was max speed Choice Scarf. The rest of the speed was unnecessary, so I dumped it into HP because I knew that made Sucker Punch from Urshifu a roll. It was a roll in my favor, but it was still a roll. And thankfully, it favored me.
Seems like it worked out for you.
So I was barely going to live that Thunderbolt and then finish Regice off with a Flamethrower. I'm not complaining too much. Regice more than did its job.
And now the dog's on cleanup duty.
Into Zygarde, I'm going to go for the E-Speed. As for why I didn't go for 1,000 arrows, I'm not going to lie. I thought, because this is totally something Wade would do, don't lie. I thought he was going to be some sort of weird, bulky Gengar set. This is totally something he would do.
What bulky Gengar set lives a choice banded 1,000 arrows?
A Gengar with Focus Sash.
That's not bulky!
I mean, still lives and kills me afterward.
Wait, does it kill you? I don't think Shadow Ball would kill you.
If I have 0 Spadef investment, which I totally do.
I don't think it would kill you. I think the thing that would come closest to killing you is max physical attack Ice Punch.
Regardless, just figured to go straight for the guaranteed kill. I'm going to, pivot into Rotom. Gonna get hit by that Dazzling Gleam. Just gonna finish Rotom off with the Sludge Rave. You know me, it's always gotta end at a 4-0.
Something like that.
I'll switch into Fan Service. Take 50 for the Sludge Rave, and at this point, just finish the rest of his team off with Scorching Sands.
Good lordy lordy.
Except no, because this Zygarde is out for blood.
Well, that and it had to be a 4-0.
Yeah, that too.
Jolteon, more like Slowion.
Moving right along. Spooks versus Clay.
I always like seeing what Spooks has planned, even though it has not worked once this season.
I get hit by that U-turn.
Oh, right, this was Spooks' Team Yell week.
Mm-hmm.
Put me out!
I'm on fire!
I knew that would happen!
I can see the future!
Steel Wool sweeps this entire team!
The real Boo is a child!
God, I love the animation for Thunderous Kick.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we yelling?
I'm going to get out that sticky web, allowing the Calm Mind setup.
I was actually kind of scared for Clay at this moment.
Another Calm Mind setup. Stored power. But then the Whirlwind. Oh god, it's Steven!
Not Steven Universe. Steven Sev.
Steven. The Ice Punch. And the Wild Charge. And the brain damage from the Quick Claw.
The brain damage. Bit of a waste of a wish, though. And it's gone. Folks, get out of the way of the car. You're causing it collateral damage.
This is why we have traffic. God damn it.
All these poor pedestrians. At least Gardevoir is hefty. Or not.
Yeah, about that.
Thick that not doing her much good, I see. Well, that's not enough. And it's gone. Imagine defeating a car with one kick. So, one question. What's it like in New York City?
You know what? Good question. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
I don't either, and I hated that song, so...
He was just gonna get hit by that Moonblast.
At this point, Clay knows he's won, so he's just showing off Snom. Poor Snom. Snom has just not... Snom's gotten the worst luck this season.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't deserve any of this. He didn't want to become a Frostmoth for a week.
Hey.
Hey, what? I'm right.
Don't hate on Frostma.
Oh God, me versus Jack. Hey Jack, next time, buddy, draft a defogger.
I'm just gonna leave it on here while I quick go grab my dinner. This is a good free spring.
Yeah, Clay, it really did kind of do nothing, didn't it? Seriously, Jack, I love your team, but, definitely need some hazard removal next season, buddy. And I know what his answer is going to be. Hazard removal's not funny. Does anyone think it did anything, Clay? It was there. I guess it took up a roster spot. Jack, I actually really appreciate the team selection you make. Even if it's not the most meta, it absolutely is hilarious to watch every single week, and the fact that you actually make things work with it is what makes it all the more interesting. Like, I know I basically committed to memes this season, but at the same time, you just pull it off without even trying. I'm working my butt off to try and make memes that still, you know, could technically win a game, but dude, you sell it hard and it works, and I really appreciate skill like that. I don't know if you're getting help from Wade or whoever, but seriously, I like watching your battles. It's a lot of fun. So I guess I'm just Hylian media now. Why was I generic Pokemon trainer this week? I should have been... I'm always Bryson, man. Curiouser and curiouser. What did I even do this week? I know I had a lot of plans. This was actually the week I couldn't come up with a lot of good memes, because Jack's team is actually kind of legitimately good against mine, and I had no idea what he was going to bring, so I couldn't bring memes against it to counter something in specific when the man just does not bring specific things in specific. I didn't even know if he was going to bring Jirachi, Victini, or Gyarados. I mean, yeah, Snom's parent did give birth to Snom. That alone gives it its spot in history, but I don't think Frostmoth was expecting to give birth to that kind of amalgamation. Yeah, what is he doing over there? So, this was my Week 9 team. I definitely ran a Rabombi that just abused the fact that he has no defoggers. To the point where I knew the moment I laid down webs, they were going to stay. Which just lets me work on memes a lot better because I don't have to care about speed nearly as much. Which actually becomes important later. Blastoise was a basic bitch Blastoise set. Huh. Oh god, your viewers had to endure like 5 minutes of me monologuing.
You know what? That's just entertainment.
It is? I thought it was pain.
That's why it's entertaining.
But It's supposed to be entertaining to the viewers, not to you.
I mean, in that scenario, I am one of the viewers.
I am your sandwich.
Exactly.
I guess I should actually explain my teams when my battles are up, when I think about it. Especially considering there is a method behind my madness, I swear.
Well, regardless, we have jet fuel.
So yeah, this was obviously meant to abuse,
Yep.
abuse defog stuff. See, I thought missing the stun spore was a bad omen, and it was. Just not for me.
We're gonna get the sticky wag out against that Slazzle, who also gets paralyzed and gets full parried.
Yeah, I'm in call an ambulance mode right at this point.
He gets full parried again, getting that light screen up again for free, getting reflect up. Slazzle finally gets to put up a substitute, which then means it's gonna get full parried approximately 5 more turns in a row.
And Miltank was supposed to be round 2.
I hate that name, by the way. Leave Cowboy Bebop out of this.
But this isn't Cowboy Bebop, it's Cowgirl Bebop. There's a difference.
Stop. Just stop.
It's a feature. It's a feature.
You know what, Clay? You make a compelling argument.
Honestly, Snom's birth parents were also Snom.
I mean, at one point, yes.
How do you know that Snom didn't just lay an egg? Ah, yes, that's what I ran on Miltank. Miltank's existence was to get up rocks and then die.
This is a little bit torture to look at right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Because it's blueberry Miltank.
I mean that, and I can also feel Jack's soul leaving his body.
Why? Because it's a Miltank?
No, because he's powerless to do anything to prevent this.
All he can do is accept it.
Or, you know, switch into the ground type that can't get paralyzed.
Yes, it can. Body Slam and Stun Spore will paralyze ground types.
Fair point.
The only
You
thing
could also,
that can't...
you know, switch in the Arc Result, which can't
Now
get paralyzed.
True, but it gets 2-code by Body Slam after Sticky Whip. So Blastoise was a basic bitch Blastoise set. There's absolutely nothing special about it.
Hence the name Very Dull.
Yeah, I kind of struggled to come up with good memes this week. The only good one I had was on the Lando, and Lando ain't happening, Chief.
This ain't it, Chief.
Hi, you're a Sceptile, but you don't have Leaf Storm. Therefore, I do not care about you.
Why did he
Goodbye.
not have Leaf Storm?
Because it's Jack.
I mean, to be fair, there are times where I don't run Leaf Storm on Sceptile, but just because it's like, well, that I've got to either swap out or do something to up my special attack.
So, I kind of forgot that I had Landorus in the first place, but I ran Power Herb Fly on this thing. Just because I thought it was funny.
That is pretty humorous.
Unfortunately, Jack is funnier.
Counter Snorlax. Fact, nobody expected that.
Fact, I forgot to send this to the HDL chat beforehand.
And hence why, if you look at this title... Where is it? There it is. Fact, no one watched this match live.
Indeed. It was just me, Jack, and the tumbleweeds. But now that I have Fact Machine out, I'm thinking I could sweep here, but I basically need to mind game him.
So
I
why
need him to
Home
think-
Claws? What low accuracy move are you running?
Zen Headbutt. Also because that's the only way Metagross can boost its attack.
Meteor Mash.
I would have died to counter.
Fair point.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, I need to OHKO the Snorlax, because otherwise I'm actually in danger.
Yep.
But a -1 max defense Snorlax is not doing anything to a Metagross.
Especially not a Metagross at +5 attack.
Yeah, you see this Zygarde? Watch me make it disappear.
I mean, you know what? He got some free damage on you, though.
It's true. Lele, playing Sir not appearing in this film, was Choice Scarf, but with Fling Beef.
Fact. You are dead.
Fact, the second coming was not this week.
Fact. Your opinion is not a fact.
Oh, no, that's next week. You should know that.
I know. Moving right along to Sandy versus Lionboy.
Another match that everyone wanted to see because no one wanted either of them to win.
That's right off the bat, Pangoro's gonna leave on its focus sash. Meanwhile, that blunder policy gets knocked right off that circuitry.
Now, imagine if he had clicked Revenge. That would have OHKO'd that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Curious as to why he kept... Wait. He ran Lumberry.
Mm-hmm.
For the hypnosis.
Yep.
Sandy over-preps sometimes. Okay, all the time.
Let's be real, though. That was a smart thing. He knew that this circuitry has brought hypnosis every single time.
Well, either circuitry or the Ninetales has.
Also,
Honey, I
new
shrunk
movie.
The overly
Yeah,
buffed
new movie
mosquito.
coming soon. Honey, I Shrunk the Overly Buffed Mosquito.
Meanwhile, he continues to disrespect the legacy of Ray. It's always space fetus, not baby fetus. Like, a fetus is scientifically a baby's body before it's been,
I think that's the comedy he was going for, was redundancy, but it's like, no.
No, you gotta go with space fetus.
Ironhead flinch. Ironhead flinch.
Mary flinch, miss.
And now...
Kung Fu Panda 4. Kinda surprised you didn't run in prison on that set.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would have thought Sandy's Pangoro would put in so much work for both sides? Pork versus Skinner. Kinda seems like a mismatch. But Pork had one job, and that job was to make sure Suicune died. Man, you're making me hungry. You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry.
I've seen you hungry multiple times, and I honestly could not care less.
You never care about anything, though.
That's not true.
You're right, you care about Home Depot and all those sweet Home Depot dollars.
Exactly!
I knew there was something. That actually may have been one of the most unfortunate paralyses.
Oh yeah, that's super unfortunate.
And then he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna turn into you because I know exactly what you're gonna do. You're a baton passer, and I'm gonna make your life miserable. Such a great use of Transform.
It really is. It's the first time we've ever, like... It's the first time he's used Transform Mew all season.
Yeah, and not being locked into a move like a certain blob of goo is usually pretty helpful. And now Diancie gets to go into murder mode. Congratulations, you have a +3 defense against a Diancie.
It's the crit Mystical Fire.
Fact, the only two Pokemon who have ever run Meteor Beam have basically been absolutely worthless for their team that week.
This is in fact a good fact.
Yep, because the only other Meteor Beam user was my Metagross in its first week. And it's gone. No one's singing at the Opera House tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Skinner going up to the Opera House, looking to his buddy Double, and Double just goes, "Well, Seymour, we made it, despite your directions."
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, at this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Hiding behind the door. My name is Aurora.
Yes. Can I see it? You hear a distant voice. My name
Is Aurora.
No.
Oh God, what else was this week?
That was all of week 9.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn we missed something there.
No, because it's 4 per week because of the 2 bye weeks.
Oh yeah, I forgot Clay Spooks. Week 10 is where all the interesting stuff happens, though.
Yep.
A lot of good stuff this week.
Have that one already. There we go. So, do you want to get the context for this, or should I?
Okay, so, long story short, unlike every other week, Hylian and I basically had punted the season week 2.
Yeah.
At this point, we had decided there is no point in trying because all it does is give us a gigantic headache. So we'd been memeing pretty much the entire season, some of us more successfully than others.
Well, I've been semi-memeing. So sometimes I try, but only when I'm in the mood.
Meanwhile, I've played one serious match, and it was against Sandy because Sandy tries hard no matter what you do. But yeah, for this, the plan was we were going to sit and call and tell each other what we were going to do every single play and try to either bait certain things or lie about what we're doing in order to get what we wanted.
That was the play.
That was in fact the plan.
So right off the bat, we see some shit. First of all, you had to do it to me.
Of course I did.
He knows how much I hate this nickname.
I mean, the only downside is I couldn't exactly run a Normalium Z on this mill tank.
That is true. Still, the name was enough.
I did have Giga Impact on it, just in case.
Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and just go for that Calm Mind. I'm gonna get Brock down to my Sash from the Rock Slide.
I don't know why I didn't expect Sash on Swoobat. It's always Sash Bat. And Misery Incarnate.
And
Poor
the
Miltank.
cow has been defeated. Unfortunately for me, that's the only thing that kill this thing's gonna get. Because I can't outspeed the Dragapult, which means no baton pass for me.
I was trying to yeet babies at you. Except I wasn't, because I was actually Special Eject Pack.
Oh, hey, it's the opinion machine.
Yeah, your team still sucks.
I mean, you know what? That is an opinion that you are having.
That is an opinion that I am having. Unfortunately, it's backed up by, karma. Pure gold.
Yeah, this was
Karma.
this was a season in the make. This was waiting to happen.
That's a nice curse you got there. It'd be a shame if I had a super effective move, but I'm a Vile Plume. All I get are Grass, Poison, and Normal type moves.
Yeah.
What? Drain Punch? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Hylian, your Gyro Ball definitely won't kill me at this range.
Yeah, definitely won't. Hang on, I'm gonna have to swap.
Thanks for that Charizard's health. Now, I think you might kill me if you Mega. Why don't you try that?
Yeah, hang on, I'll try it. Oh, never mind.
Delicious sunlight.
So, for context, I forgot Chlorophyll existed.
I had a feeling you might, which is what the entire set was based around. I was supposed to set up on Ferrothorn to +4 and then double-edge Charizard's butt the instant it came out.
Well, you did it, and it worked.
And I had to run double-edge because Body Slam was only a roll, which was really disappointing.
Have we seen Mine versus Lion yet? No. No, we have not.
Nope.
But no, I completely forgot that Chlorophyll existed, and I also completely forgot that Vileplume got it. So
yeah, that was its original ability. It didn't get effects for till Gen 6.
Yeah, I just completely forgot that Chlorophyll even existed. Like, I was 100% just, I forgot Chlorophyll. I literally, I did a ton of sets planning, okay, I'm gonna do this for this for this. I forgot about Chlorophyll completely.
How do you plan for Physical Sweeper Vileplume, though?
I don't, as you can see by the remainder of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the remainder of this was I cut off the head of the chicken and you were just running around until you died.
Yeah, pretty much. You know.
At this point, Vileplume was just out for souls.
I should have brought Intimidate Ments.
That might have helped.
Although, to be fair, I was not expecting physical Vileplume.
Even though I ran it against Wade already this season.
Yes.
But I didn't run it with Double Edge. But yeah, that was the entire plan. To get Wade Vengeance and to get Vileplume kills. Because
only thing that counters Vileplume would be a fully offensive Pharaoh. I mean, I was, but I was gullible enough to actually believe Tyler for once in a game centered around lying.
Yeah, Gyro Ball probably would have done at least 90%, if not my entire life, because I was pretty heavily speed invested to outrun Zydoge in the sun.
Yep. Not sure why I did that, but you know what? I will admit, it was certainly funny.
It's a shame because...
Looking back on this, yeah, sure, I lost. But you know what? We were playing for fun, and I will be damned if my blunder was not absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, definitely got the whole crew laughing.
Exactly. Like, I'm not above being able to laugh at my own incompetence, all right? Like, this was honestly pretty funny.
But the greatest part of it all, this was only a smaller part of something much larger.
Oh, yeah.
Next week is the final culmination of my original plan to finish a season in the top cut with Landorus Therian being my worst Pokemon. All I need is 3 kills. 1 on Ribombee and 2 on Runerigus. That's it.
Wait, why is this here?
Why is that there?
Is this supposed to be there? Hang on.
That's week 11.
Yeah, so hang on, that's... There we go. So,
Clay is Rosa. For reasons.
So we can relive me versus Lion again. That doesn't happen until...
No, that is this week. Oh no, Kevin versus Lionboy? When is that?
That was week 7. Yeah. We didn't even cover week 7. That was during Wade's week recap.
Yeah, the only thing you get to relive is you versus Jeroen.
Which
also,
honestly
good morning,
is pretty
Kevin.
funny.
Good morning, Kevin.
Anyway, lead off against Safety Bird, Iago, or Lago, I don't know. Like, the L's on Showdown looks...
I'm guessing it's Iago as in Iago Jafar's
I also
parrot
just realized
thing?
he spelled safety as Safety.
Yeah, he's been doing that. Is it not like 3 a.m. where you are, Kevin? Pretty sure that's good morning.
I mean, in the most technical of terms, yes.
That did 2 damage.
It did, in fact.
He really
Gonna
does
get
like
those
Protect
texts.
on that Executor.
I mean, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's going to break in the playoffs.
It better. He's gonna learn, and if he's gonna learn, I want it to be through the hard way.
if I have to face him, which odds are I will not, because 2 and 3 seed. Oh, maybe I will.
I think it's possible.
I think it's going to happen in the second round, if at all.
It would have to be round 2 if it does. And even then, it would require for you two to be on the same side of bracket.
Oh God, I forgot about this. Surf's up, Puff.
This was so good.
Surf Puff. What do you have for Surf Puff?
It's what happens when your online game releases a ton of shit for Chinese New Year's. Yeah, I've definitely been frequenting Pokemon Go recently, especially because of that Lunar New Year.
Oh, what did I get that's really awesome? Oh yeah, I got a shiny shadow pincer.
Ooh, that's good.
And I have 2 of them.
See, I'm just happy because Magikarp are spawning more frequently, which means I could finally, hopefully get enough candy to evolve that Magikarp to continue the Mew research. That I've not been able to continue that for 2 years because I can't find a single fucking Magikarp.
See, this is the problem with living in Texas. I have millions of Magikarp living around my lake.
Oh no, that's not the issue. There's plenty of areas where I find a ton of fish. I live right next to the bayou. It's just that we now have so many different fish Pokemon that it's so incredibly rare for me to find a Magikarp.
Well, have fun with that.
9 times out of 10, I go to the bayou, I find either Goldeen, occasionally a Seeking, Finneon. Like,
The downside is Goldeen is also everywhere.
I even found a Clamperl at one point. Found a
Clamperl.
Clamperl in a bayou. Does that make sense?
You're telling me you've never gone fishing for oysters in the bayou?
In the bayou, absolutely not, because that's literally a water reservoir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Regardless, security's gonna come in, kill that stuff up with a single Iron Head,
Yeah, it got deleted.
and he's gone.
I want to know what Clay's reasoning is behind Sasha.
It's a reference for something, just something. It's gotta be.
I figured it was a reference for something. I just didn't know what.
9 times out of 10, if Clay's names are a reference.
I figured. I just really definitely want to know.
Gonna protect against that Hurricane. So as much as we give him for running Protect, this is actually the smart play here, is stalling out the rain.
Yep.
So as much shit as we give him for always being protected against Editor, in this situation, it was actually the smart play.
He only brings Protect because he brings Toxic Stall every single week.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Lionboy, I get you've been in a few leagues, but it's just not fun, man.
Regardless.
Oh no, Clay.
Hurricane's gonna come
what?
in. Yeah.
Why-
At this point,
why do
I'm
you-
low. Like, you could see me in the chat in a minute here. I would be like, why are you doing this? Because I literally, the day before this, reminded him, like, you know your luck with Hurricane. You know how you never hit these things. Why?
Yeah. See, why wouldn't you just run Heat Wave?
Hey, this is an example of Clay and I being on 2 sides of the same coin. Clay can only hit a Hurricane in rain. I, on the other hand, have consistently hit Hurricanes in sunlight.
But you found a way to miss a Hurricane in rain.
Ironically, yes.
I'm guessing the opponent used Dig?
So the opponent used Fly, actually.
Hurricane does double damage to opponents that are flying.
Then no, no, sorry, not Dig, it was Dive.
That'd do it.
Yep. One time it was Dive, the other time, I thought it'd be funny meme to bring Hurricane on a Utility Umbrella mod, which means
What?
that Hurricane isn't 100% accurate in rain because Utility Umbrella prevents that.
Utility Umbrella is such a bad item.
You joke, but there's some interesting stats I'm gonna pull off with the rain team in the other draft league I'm in, because I drafted Victini, and Utility Umbrella Victini would be very interesting.
What are you gonna do? Trick the utility umbrella onto a Swift Swim mon so that it's not Swift Swim?
No, use the utility umbrella in order to hit blue flares in rain that don't have reduced power.
You know what? Catch it, Nappa. Catch it with your teeth.
It is actually pretty smart.
I mean, maybe? It's still a pretty bad item.
It's situational.
Like, I could make excuses for why float stone can work, but the odds of me actually pulling it off.
Chris Engel comes in.
We're gonna get you mind freaked on math.
Gonna get that U-turn static's gonna proc.
No, bad safety burb. This opera house is a monster.
It is, in fact, a monster. So Diamond Storm's gonna come in. Just gets rid of the Alakazam. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in your local graveyard? You're about to be sent there, and I hope you have a mourning period.
Mourning period. I took that the complete wrong way and thought you wanted Delilah to be bleeding in the morning.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
That's not gutter talk. That's disgusting. You know how good Heat Wave would have been on Zapdos?
It would have come in clutch.
What did this Mew even have? It had soft-boiled, U-turn, and defog. Was that all it did?
I think that's all it did, yeah. Ooh, the T-Wave.
Did you say T-Wave? Because that T-Wave did a lot of damage.
I know what I said.
Do you?
Yes.
Are you entirely sure?
Yes.
So let me
Almost
ask you
as certain
a
as
question.
I am that you still have not accepted that gift in Pokemon Go.
Have you ever gotten the read, but it was the wrong play to get the read?
Well, Clay has.
Clay certainly has.
And the crit on top of it.
That actually probably mattered.
It actually did. I ran calcs afterward. The crit mattered.
And then he would have just killed it with Grassy Glide afterwards.
So
preempting
so
Shadow Sneak.
this is honestly, I find this really fucking funny. I don't know if that crit mattered. Probably not. Base 140 attack. It's an Aegislash +2. Pulls out this calc. Okay, makes sense. Wait, that's for the Zapdos.
Say that again.
I also love you call out. That's if adamant. If Jolly it mattered. Still not even acknowledging that this is for the Zapdos.
Nah, it definitely mattered. That's versus the Zapdos. I noticed! Lionboy at least learned not to finish battles with Diamond Storm.
About time.
Now, if only he could learn not to run Toxic Stall.
You know what? That'll take another 5 weeks.
We only have 4 left maximum!
That's the point.
And he's already played this week!
That was the joke.
And the brain damage. Speaking of brain damage. Speaking of brain damage, the first 3 turns of this battle.
Yep. Oh, hey, that's immune. That doesn't do anything because it didn't take damage. That's immune. That doesn't do anything because it didn't take damage. I'm beginning to think that I'm a broken record. Oh, never mind.
Let's break that record with a rock. I'm a fee. Dead. And then he sends out whoopsie.
I feel like that had to have been intentional.
I don't think it was, because I'm pretty sure he was trying to miss a zap cannon that couldn't miss.
Right, but then he just kept doing it. So I don't know if he predicted a switch or...
Now, see, this was calculated.
Oh, yeah. On Custapberry sunny day. So I can now swap into Victini and go for Solar Beam.
So what amazes me is that with a Choice Scarf, it didn't outrun Victini.
I mean, if he's timid max speed...
Which he is not. As proven by that Urshifu. And Trick Room Service. He was min-speed Victini. And then Wade forgot that Dazzling Gleam exists.
Yep.
Why Flare Blitz and not Blue Flare? Or hell, Searing Shot.
I mean, if he's physical Victini.
Which he's not. He has Dazzling Gleam and Solar Beam.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I didn't even know it got Flare Blitz.
I mean, most people don't opt for it because, you know, V-Create exists.
Send help. Why does it get Fire Spin?
Why does it get Fire Spin?
See, this is why you run Immunity Snorlax, kids.
Why do you think I've always run Immunity Snorlax? I got tired of being poisoned.
Like, with the Pinchberry nerf, it's better to just run Immunity Citrus.
Yep.
This is why you always run Thick Fat, kids.
I always used to go either Gluttony or Immunity, and now it's just always Immunity. Unless my opponent is Mono Fire, in which case I'm just going to run Thick Fat.
But here's where things get interesting. Please tell me this is the first time he's brought Scarf Bolt Beak.
I think it is.
He's never brought it.
He has. He's
not
never brought
once.
It. Blizzard.
Ow. And then Wade decided to make the game last longer.
Why?
Well, it's cold outside. You just kind of need to calm down and think about things.
Alright. And now we're going to go to normal because of what's about to happen. Because I know how long this is going to last. So we hit a Thunder in Hail. Corviknight's almost dead. Right?
And then he just clicks Power Trip for some reason.
Roosts up, gets hit with another Thunder, right? Doesn't do as much because obviously he lost Flying type at the end of the turn. Uses another Roost. Rain Dance comes in, so now those Thunders are 100% accurate. He sets up Agility, gets hit with another Thunder.
Let's see. 3.
Has to Roost here, because if he doesn't, he dies. Gets hit with a Thunder. Take into account, we still haven't gotten a single Paralysis yet. Another Thunder.
5.
Finally gets
6.
the Paralysis.
About time. Now just end it. End
and
it
now,
here.
Let's see how long it takes to actually get full parry. Take into account, this is Jack's win con. His win con is he needs to hit this thing with a Thunder, have it be full parried, and then it dies to a Thunder next turn before it can do anything. That is the win con.
Kevin, go to bed.
I thought it was good.
You thought Gregcellent was good?
Yes. Ironically, but yes.
It was Gurg at best.
Gurgcellent.
No, not Gurgcellent, just Gurg.
So here's the para. The one time he gets full parried is the time he didn't hit Thunder.
And then he misses.
If Jack had clicked Thunder that turn, he would have won. Provided, obviously, he hit it. But
there's a lot he could have done.
3 in a row. Clunk. And
yeah.
it's gone.
Pretty bullshit. Jack got robbed, and, go fuck yourself, Wade. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know he keeps insisting that it's not true, but I swear 6 of his 8 wins are in some part to good luck. He can't complain anymore.
And now we have Jeroen versus Kevin.
Ah, yes. The one we've all been waiting for. As we all know, Kevin can only take 9 weeks of pain.
So here comes the real estate agent.
Oh, wait. There needs to be context behind this.
While you do that, hang on while I quick go get Euro beat DDD again.
So, there was a deal made midway through the season. As longtime viewers will know, Jeroen won Season 1 by building a house. Jeroen has been living in that house very selfishly, to the point where the entire server has turned into a bunch of real estate agents, and they're trying to get Jeroen to sell. Jeroen eventually agreed to a caveat. If Kevin could beat him, he would sell the house. If Kevin failed, all negotiations were off, Jeroen would live in his house in peace for the rest of eternity. So there are more stakes on this battle than any other battle this entire season.
Lore-wise, yes. In actuality, God, no.
Oh dear lord, Kevin got eliminated week 5.
Regardless, he's gonna switch into Blastoise. Stick with the Sludge Wave.
So he has 33 murder machines, huh? I have 45 bad ideas.
And use the Shell Smash. Get another Sludge Wave. Go for the Earthquake. Rocks the Shulker Berry on Volcanion. It allows Volcanion to get the kill on Blastoise.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered that much. Physical Blastoise is an interesting choice. I wouldn't do it with Shell Smash.
Ancient Power, he does not get the boosts yet. Gets it with Steam Eruption.
Dear lord, that did damage.
Did in fact do a lot of damage. Sandstream setup. Goes for Ancient Power. Still no boosts yet.
Real talk, we need to get a DDD theme remix combined with Darude Sandstorm.
We really do.
That was the most unlucky Charizard I've ever seen.
Yeah. If only it had been Mega Charizard Z.
No, that's Giga Charizard Z. Goodbye, Volcanion.
Yep, smart play going for the close combat, predicting the Volcanion to come back in.
I mean, that and it does more damage to T-Tar. I hate you, and I hate that name.
You created Umu, what's this? You don't get to talk.
Here I am.
You don't get to complain. You lost the right, just like I lost the right because I created Lugia.
But meanwhile...
Clever Soul Throat Spray, what a combo.
Here I am.
And
Rock
then,
you like a hurricane.
You know, let's just hit a Hurricane and Sandstorm.
Yeah, let's go for it. How much plot armor do you have today?
Not enough to hit a Stone Edge.
The Wizard of Cruz.
Scorching Sands.
Why is Special Crook so good?
I mean, honestly, Crook's special attack stat is far from terrible.
This is just an unfortunate matchup.
Yep. It's gonna go ahead and get the webs off.
This is why you run Defog Vikavolt, kids.
I get that Leech Life. Remember when Leech Life was shit?
I remember when Zubat got it at level 2. You know, Kevin, you call it resolutions, but I don't think it's ever worked. I'm pretty sure this set has never worked. And it's gone.
And I don't think it ever will.
Like, I get what you're going for, man, but... What do you mean? Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Comes Urshifu. T-Tar's gonna get the D-Dance off.
But, that's fighting type.
Urshifu's gonna barely live. Goes for the Drain Punch.
And Darude has been destroyed. The
And
hammer
now-
did nothing.
Now it's the Akinator's turn. Goes for the Air Slash, kills Urshifu, obviously. This was a Citrus Beagle Bolt, not the same set. Ah.
Yeah, but, here's the thing, Hylian. Big storms are coming.
Yep. And now, you know why the winner of the HDL for this season gets Jeroen's house.
Because Kevin lands hurricanes.
On that note, let's take a look at overall standings right now. So, these are obviously, these are the standings as of the end of week 10. It is worth noting that, as of now, I'm officially no longer in the running, because Clay has a higher differential than me, and he beat me in our match, so even if we did tie, he would have won.
Long story short, Clay obliterated Kevin. Hylian won in one of the dumbest matches I've ever
So,
seen.
in terms of... He just had to break the spreadsheet again, man. So,
To be fair, I did it the first time.
in terms of who all is guaranteed to make the playoffs right now, obviously, these 5. And Clay. We already have our top 6. They've all clinched playoffs.
Yeah, but the question is, because Lionboy has lost, can I meme my way into a first round bye?
Who knows?
We'll find out tomorrow on Dragon Ball Z. Also, Krillin's in the house.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys at some point. Hopefully not with such a big gap in between streams. I've been busy, alright? I've got a job and shit, alright?
Playoffs. We'll see you in the playoffs.
I mean, we're still gonna have a recap for the other stuff. Let's see, who are we gonna...
Well, I play Spooks tomorrow.
Who do we raid?
This is a good question.
Who do we raid? Hang on, I think I know what to raid here. This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid
knew it.
Shadow Legends is a game in which you can go to the starting soon section and go back to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber 55 minutes in the past.
Just kidding. This stream is
Not
actually
just
sponsored
kidding.
by Home Depot.
So, let's I think I know who to do. We're gonna go raid my good buddy Joey, Pokeyam MD. So let's go
I
raid
made a
him.
set based on him.
What do we name the replay? Or what is our raid message?
Jay, my name is Joey.
Not too predictable.
I brought a cursed Miltank set and I am not ashamed.
No. Jay, my name is Joey.
Jay, my name is Joey.
Alright. Go ahead and start this raid. Let's go ahead and do this. You know what to do, chat.
And it came in like a wrecking ball, not a hurricane. Getting your songs mixed up. I'm going to eat dinner.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.